Good morning, students. Today we will continue the last lesson. Today we are going to start from this paragraph. While I was wondering about, and this you are going to find on page number 4. Okay, so in previous class, as I told you, that French was late, but he was not scolded by his teacher. Rather, he was allowed to sit in the class. But French was surprised. He was surprised to find his teacher wearing fashionable dress, generally which he wore either on inspection day or prize distribution. Okay, he was also surprised to find that generally the back benches were empty, but on that day it was occupied by the villagers. Let us see. While I was wondering about it all, M. Hamel mounted his chair and in the same grave and gentle tone which he had used to me said, "My children, this is the last lesson I shall give you. The order has come from Berlin to teach only German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. The new master comes tomorrow. This is your last French lesson. I want you to be very attentive." Now see. So, as I told you that French was confused and he could not figure out what was happening that day. Why his teacher was wearing such a dress and why the villagers were looking sad and why they were sitting in that classroom. Just then what happened? M. Hamel told them that it was their last lesson in French. Okay, everyone shocked when they heard that it was their last lesson. Okay, so M. Hamel told them that it was their last lesson in French, as the Prussians in Berlin had ordered that French language would no longer be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. And in place of French language, German language would be taught. M. Hamel also told that the German teacher would arrive the next day. Okay, and that is why he was just going to take the last lesson in French. And therefore, he just wanted them to pay attention. What a thunderclap these words were to me. Oh, the wretches! That was what they had put up at the town hall. So it was really shocking to know for French. It was really shocking to know that he could not learn French language any longer. And now he came to know that why the people were gathered near the bulletin board. As the latest news was there on that bulletin board of the town hall. Okay, and what was the latest news? That from the next day, German language would be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. I think up to here it is clear. Now see, my last French lesson. Why? I hardly knew how to write. I should never learn any more. I must stop there. Then, oh, how sorry I was for not learning my lessons, for seeking birds' eggs, or going sliding on the Saar. Saar means here a river which passes through France. So, French was regretting. Why he was regretting? he was regretting for not being serious towards studies. And so he was regretting for wasting his time in hunting birds, eggs, and playing in the Sar river. Okay, I think up to it is clear. Up to here it is clear. My books that had seemed such a nuisance. Nuisance means here problem, burden, we can say. My books that had seemed such a nuisance a while ago, so happy to carry my grammar and my history of the saints, were old friends now that I couldn't give up. See, so till then, French was considering his books to be an unwanted burden, as he never liked to study. Instead of studying, he preferred playing. So till then, French considered that his books to be an unwanted burden. But when he came to know that from the next day there would be no class for French language, he started considering his books to be the best friend whom he could never leave. So here actually the writer wants to show the change in French attitude towards study after hearing the news that he could not learn his mother language any longer. Now see, poor man, it was in honor of this last lesson that he had put on his fine Sunday clothes. And now I understood why the old men of the village were sitting there in the back of the room. Let us see up to here. So French knew now that why his teacher was wearing his best dress. He was wearing his best dress in honor of his last lesson. Now it is clear for French. He also realized that the village men had come to pay respect and thank MML for his service which he did in that school for 40 years. So everything was clear. Okay. Now see the next line. It was because they were sorry to that school more. It was their way of thanking our master for his 40 years of faithful service and of showing their respect for the country that was there no more. Okay. Now see. Now everything was clear that why the village men had come to the class. Okay. So the villagers who were sitting in that classroom, they were also repenting for not having studied well in their childhood. And they were there to thank their teacher who did his service as a teacher, as a French teacher in that school for 40 years. And that is why the villagers were there to their teacher as well as to their country. Okay. They were sad as their mother tongue French would no longer be taught to them. It means they became slave and they were not having any right to speak in their mother language or mother tongue. Okay. While I was thinking of all this, I heard my name called. So French was thinking about all these things. Suddenly he heard his name being called by his teacher MML. It was my turn to recite. What would I not have given to be able to say that dreadful rule for the participle all through, very loud and clear and without one mistake. Okay, here what we find, that French was eager to study and he was desperate to show his eagerness. He wanted to be able to recite the topic in one go and without any mistake, and he wanted to please his teacher. Okay, so when his turn was to recite, he just wanted to recite the topic in one go and without any mistake. He just wanted to please his teacher. Okay, now see, but I got mixed up the first words and stood there, holding onto my desk, my heart beating and not daring to look up. But French did not know the lesson. So he tried to give his best effort, but he was not knowing the lesson properly. And that's why he got confused and stood quietly. His heart was beating fast as he was ashamed of himself. He did not have the courage to face his teacher because he did not know the lesson properly. He failed in his recitation work, and that's why he was ashamed of himself. Now see, I heard MML to say to me, I won't scold you, little French. You must feel bad enough. See how it is. Every day we have said to ourselves, bah, I have plenty of time. I will learn it tomorrow. And now you see where we have come out. Let us see up to here what we find here. So MML said to French that he would not scold him because he realized his mistake. Every day French told himself that he would study the next day, and now the opportunity to study had ended and he knew nothing. Okay, now see the next lines. Ah, that's the great trouble with ALSEC. She puts off learning till tomorrow. Now those fellows out there will have the right to say to you, how is it you pretended to be Frenchmen and yet you can neither speak nor write your own language? But you are not the little French. We have all a great deal to reproach ourselves with. Reproach, to reproach here means blame. Okay, now see here MML is saying that all the people of ALSEC were to be blamed as no one was serious towards learning. It was not the fault of French only, it was that all the people of ALSEC responsible for not being serious towards learning. Further, MML told the class that the Prussians would certainly laugh at them and they would say that the Frenchmen only try to show off. Okay, they can neither speak nor write their own language. He says that French should not feel guilty as everyone is at fault. So it was not the fault of French only, it was the fault of everyone, because they never paid attention to their language. They never bothered to learn their language, and that's why they all were responsible for not able to learn or write their language properly. And certainly the Frenchmen, the Prussian, their enemies, would laugh at them and say that they only so to be Frenchmen as they can neither speak nor write their own language. M. Hamel said that French should not feel guilty as everyone is at fault. Now see the next lines of this paragraph. Your parents were not anxious enough to have you learn. They preferred to put you to work on a farm or at the mills so as to have a little more money, and I have been to blame also. Have I not often sent you to water my flowers instead of learning your lessons? And when I wanted to go fishing, did I not just give you a holiday? Here we find that MML is saying that French parents were not interested in getting him education. It means the parents of French, they were also not having any interest to educate French. Instead of giving education, they wanted him to work at a farm or a mill and earn some money. So further, MML said that as a teacher, he was also not interested in teaching them. He would send them to his home to water the plants. Sometimes it is also found that he declared a holiday and go for fishing. So it means all the people of Alsace and Lorraine, they were responsible. Okay? Now see the next part. Then from one thing to another, MML went on to talk of the French language, saying that it was the most beautiful language in the world, the clearest, the most logical, that we must guard it among us and never forget it. Because when a people are enslaved, as long as they hold fast to their language, it is as if they had the key to their prison. While giving lecture, MML told the class that French language is the most beautiful, clearest and most logical language in the world. He tells the class to guard their language, as it is the only way to free oneself from the prison of slavery. If a person knows his mother tongue well, no one can enslave him. Okay? So knowing the mother tongue well as a language is a tool to fight domination. I think it is clear. So language, own language, mother language, that is the only way to get freedom. One must have identity if one having command over his mother language. One having command over his own language. And that is the key to get freedom. That is the key to get an identity. Okay? Now let us see the next. Then he opened our grammar and read us our letters to see how well I understood it. All he said seemed so easy, so easy. I think too that I had never listened so carefully, and that he had never explained everything with so much patience. It seemed almost as if the poor man wanted to give us all he knew before going away and to put it all into our heads at one stroke. Here, at one stroke means in one go. In this paragraph, we find that M. Hamel took a lesson in grammar. He was giving lecture on grammar. On that day, French was surprised that he was able to understood the lesson with ease. He felt that he had been attentive and that M. Hamel also explained the lesson with a lot of patience. French felt that his teacher M. Hamel wanted to give all the knowledge he had before leaving the school. Okay? I think up to here it is clear. So the remaining part of this chapter we will continue in the third lecture. One more thing, whatever assignment was given earlier, you just note it down in your fair copy. Okay? After completion of this chapter also, you will get assignment. You have to note it down in your fair copy. Okay, thank you.